Hi guys, I'm Ashleigh and welcome back to 1-2 Tax. In this video, we'll be going through tax tables, well, an example of a tax table and how to read it. We have gone through tax tables and the gist of it and just a simple explanation, but now we'll actually physically be working through an example. So we'll be using Steph, who we've been using in all our videos, and we're going to say in the 2022 tax year, Steph has earned a final taxable income of 430,000 Rand. Steph has earned income from her freelance work as well as her graphic design, so she has to submit a tax return. So how to read a tax return? So she has earned 430,000 Rand. If you go to the tax table, she will be the third from the top, will fit into that category. So you'll see fitting into between that category, you have a base tax amount due of 70,532, as well as 31% of any income above the amount of 337,800. So we're going to take the 430 and we're going to subtract it from 337,800, and we are left with the amount of 92,200. Thereafter, now you're going to take that difference of the 92,200 and multiply it by the 31% that is in the tax table, and you get an amount of 28,582. You are then going to take that 28,582 and add it to the base cost of the 70,532, and that will be the tax that Steph is due for the 2022 tax year. So the tax due was 99,114. That isn't the final well, let me just first go through the table. As you can see, the more you earn, the more tax you pay. So you'll go basically into the bracket that you fit into. So if you're earning 700,000 Rand, you'll go from the third to the bottom. So basically, you just fall into the category that you are earning and your taxable income. As you can see, there's a base tax amount due for all the tax categories, as well as a percentage of the amount over and above that base amount. So for the taxpayer, there is some relief. There are medical rebates as well as tax rebates as well as medical credits. Steph does not belong to a medical aid, so she's not liable and won't be able to claim any medical deduction, but she will have the tax rebate, so which she's under the age of 65, so she's got a rebate there of 15,714 that she can deduct off her tax. So if you take the tax that was liable from the previous video, which was 99,114, you're going to deduct that threshold that everyone gets depending on your age category. So if you're under 65, you get the 15,714. If you're over 75, you get 2,871. So there are different rebates for each age category. So overall, Steph's taxable income was 83,400. It's important to note this is per annum. So if she wanted to work out more or less what tax would be due for each month, you then would divide it by 12. So I hope this has made a bit more sense. I might have gone a bit fast. I hope I didn't. So we're just going to go back to the tax table just to reiterate one or two things. So it's just basically important to note that you must know your final taxable income just to know which category you fall in. And so let's go through another example. Let's say you're earning 200,000 Rand per annum. You'd be in the first category, and that's a very simple basic one. You'd take 200,000 times 18%, and that would be your tax for the year, minus that rebate that you get that was on the next page, which was the 15,000 odd, and then you divide it by 12, and then that's your tax due to SARS per month. And let's do another example. So now let's say you're earning 1 million. You would be the second to last category, and you would take 41% of 1 million minus the 782,200, and you'd get that amount, and that amount plus the 229,089 will be your tax due. Like I said, you deduct the rebate again and any medical if you are contributing towards a medical fund, divide by 12, and that is your estimated tax per month. So this is just an example how to read. As mentioned before, the SARS calculator does do that for you. So once you do your tax return, there is a little function there that says calculate, which actually SARS works out your tax due. But in the year, or you're trying to work out something and you want to see what tax will be due for you, it is really helpful to be able to read the tax tables and make sure they are correct. So I hope that clarified everything, and there is on the website, you'll be able to see if you want to break it down and go a bit slower and just actually be able to read the different amounts and see where you fit in. So yeah, thank you.